Did Chris Jones? He didn't get a sack today, did he?
No, he didn't.
First
We had
game without one.
Sack, and he didn't get one.
But you could kind of attribute. We could kind of attribute a couple of them to Chris Jones.
Yeah, I mean, he was causing a lot of problems.
Yeah.
It's nice to see Karlaftis finally get one. Like a sack.
Yeah, it was like almost everybody but Chris Jones got a sack today.
Yeah.
So it was Dana, Gay, Carl, Tranquil, Omenahue.
Omenahue immediately.
Omenahue, yeah.
Yeah.
He had the
absolutely
sack
immediate
and the tip pass.
Hang on. Tim, hit us with that sweet intro and then let's talk about it.
All right. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Beyond Sports Podcast, where we BS about sports.
Ah, there it is.
There's the intro.
Oh, that sensual chocolate.
Hold on. I'm too busy watching ESPN's highlights of Taylor Swift.
Oh my God.
They do. They got it. They've got a whole.
Oh, I believe it.
Not ready.
Oh, wait. Her and Brittany are about to do their handshake.
Yeah, and then the handshake happened and the nuclear bomb went off.
Yeah, the internet literally exploded.
All the narratives are dead.
You know? Ugh.
Haters are in shambles.
Here's a new narrative. Travis Kelce plays so much better when she's at the game.
I mean,
please keep coming to our
graphic I
games.
sent you.
Yeah, I can't argue with the facts.
Hey. To his own devices.
To his own. Apparently, that's a Taylor Swift reference or a lyric. Is what the internet told me.
Yeah, those are all going to go way the fuck over my head.
Hey, would you prefer the shots of Taylor, or would you rather be Michigan State University putting Adolf Hitler on the scoreboard?
What? They did not.
They did a trivia question.
They put it up as a trivia question. It was like, where is Adolf Hitler from?
Yeah. They were doing like famous people were born where, and then
It's like if you're a sporting event, just like stay away from Hitler. Like don't mention it. Like what are you doing? You're sporting. People are going to watch sports and like lighthearted. They don't.
Maybe especially if you're if you're a sports team that has been circulated with controversy this whole fucking season,
right?
Like Michigan, like you're not coming off in the best light already.
This was Michigan State.
Same thing. They
were playing Michigan and getting blown out 42-0 whenever
Michigan State, same thing. They're not having a fucking clean slate right now either. They're in some pretty deep doo-doo.
You're getting blown out, and then you look at the scoreboard and there's Hitler.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, that really distracts from the fact that they're
that's pretty.
They lost 49-0.
You couldn't have been like. You couldn't have put up like Brad Pitt or someone. Like, why Hitler?
No, this was clearly, like I said, this was clearly a senior prank.
Yeah.
This
was somebody who didn't know the answer for his fucking his American or his world history final, and he's like, shit, dude, I'm just gonna put it on the scoreboard and see if I get an answer.
It's Austria.
Like, thank you, Sam.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
I was just helping that poor guy out.
Good night.
Yeah, I'd rather. I guess
we're talking about a great Chiefs win, right?
No, we haven't gotten into it, but let's get into it.
Yeah.
Yes, 31-17 over the Chargers. I thought, while our defense did fall apart in the second quarter, they at least, tighten that shit back up in the second half.
We only allowed 17.
Those were aberrations. Those were literally the first two times the defenses broke down this season.
Yeah, those were out of character, but they stood up after that and they said, you know what, we're not going to give up more than 20 points this game.
Dude, and they didn't.
That was
Yeah,
for
awesome.
this season.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It was
Yeah, we came in averaging
insane. And
14.6.
I noticed
Go up like a point.
it's not bad. I noticed that our offense, wasn't trying to do any stupid shit this week or any little dumb tricky plays, and it looked like our offense again. Like
Yeah,
we would have put up more points if Blake Bell hadn't fumbled.
Yeah, and I mean, one thing you could see is it's gonna be nice having McCole Hardman back just for spacing and little things that he can do. So I think like
He had a great punt return.
great punt return, which
Great punt return.
I don't expect
Really-
that as often, but I do. That was
Really-
nice to see.
Yeah,
That's
I
like
mean,
a good
Stuff
one.
that pretty much sealed the game up.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get used to seeing him wear number 12.
That is
No,
weird.
yeah, that is
That
weird.
is.
And
Uh,
okay, we've started calling McKinnon Jet, or at least
Yeah.
they do sometimes on the
They do?
radio. Yeah, and
Well,
Well, McKinnon's done more to earn it.
So
I do love McKinnon though. Guy's great.
love the guy. It sucks that every big play he has gets
McKinnon
called
leads the
back
league in
because of
receiving
penalty.
touchdowns.
Dude, okay.
Last
it
year he
really
did, yeah.
does.
Yeah, last year.
Every
he had-
time he has a huge play, it gets called back. Right.
Dude,
This
we
year.
really
need to
does,
clean
yeah.
up. That's the only thing we need to do is clean up some of these penalties,
Yeah.
man. We're having a
And they're
lot.
all dumb. Like, but that one did probably spring the touchdown run.
Maybe. I think if he could have just stood, like he didn't need to block the dude in the back. He could have just like
No.
stood in the way there. He could have just
could've.
not touched the guy. McKinnon could have still ran around Tooney. He could have ran around Tooney. Tooney could have just like not done anything. The defender would have had to cut back and would have ran right into him. Like
Probably. It sucked.
he did not need to do that. Yeah, Trey Smith's holding call too. Like Trey did not need to hold on that one. That was Pacheco's big run, but still, Trey did not need to hold the dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we just need to get some of that shit cleaned up. And
Which
then
I believe we will. I trust
I
our.
don't know. We penalize. We're a team that gets penalized. Like
Yeah, we are. We always are. I always think that
Andy
we'll.
Reid's teams kind of get penalized.
Yeah. Oh well. They win though. They win games.
He did.
Chargers probably should think about firing their head coach.
Mhm.
But then the question is, are
He
you
didn't do
ready?
anything blatantly stupid in this game, like he has the past like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's just it seems time. It seems like time has passed to get. Sometimes you just see it on a team.
Yeah, I think that's
And-
the version of the Chargers. Pete.
I think there's
There's-
3 teams in the AFC West that can get away with fire.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you, especially after this week how it played out. The Broncos, I guess, got a win, so I guess
They did. I didn't watch a second of that game because the Chiefs were on.
not
Sean Payton
any at all.
took
Why do I
out
know?
the game, and they wouldn't fire him this year.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not going. They
No,
gave
yeah,
up
that-
too much for him.
That was really is. Oh,
They're gonna have to sit Russ before even attempting to fire Sean Payton.
yeah.
Let him try it with somebody else.
I mean, yeah. You would think they'd get rid of Russ before Sean, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, right
It's
now,
kind of a
it looks-
tough call.
Yeah, I think that it'll be Russ before Peyton,
Yeah, I mean,
unless
they're considering eating $50 million next year.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
contemplation of cutting his ass.
To cut him, they'd have to eat $53 million.
That's a lot of your cap. That is a significant portion.
Yeah,
And I just question how cutting him is going to make your defense, not miss 24 tackles in a game.
Yeah, and unless you draft a highly touted QB, like who are you replacing him with?
I mean, I guess there's 2 or 3 potentially in this, but I don't think.
potentially 5.
They drafted somebody.
Like this is a banger of a year to have a top 10 pick because there's about 5 good quarterbacks. There's a generational tight end, a generational left tackle, like
generational receiver.
One of them's gonna have to waste their career
Marvin
probably
Harrison.
in Denver, but
yeah.
So I mean, it's a stacked draft.
And there's 2 or 3 really good first round pick receivers right now. Like the dude from Mizzou.
and none of them will fall to us.
No,
Almost guaranteed.
Not
It
unless
would-
not unless we like sign and trade CJ.
Which I don't see him doing.
No, I don't see it either.
That's the only way I would see us getting moving up significantly in the draft, because everybody, like, even if we try to do it right now,
Yeah.
like everybody knows it's our first round pick is basically a second round pick every year.
But the good thing is with that pick is the 5th-year option being attached to it. And that's the thing that makes
That's-
it doable. But that's typically your 32nd pick is a draft day trade because it's based on what quarterbacks are still on your board.
Yeah.
Because you saw it with, I think it was Teddy Bridgewater. Went to the Vikings. It's been other instances, but that's the one that we just
Yeah, but I think
Man.
you've got a Caleb Williams, Shadur Sanders, Bo Nix, Michael Penix, and Drake May.
I don't think Shadur is going to be in this draft.
He may want to think about just
Dion
one more year.
already came out and said that Shadur is going to stay one more year.
He should.
What about
Be-
who's
he
the dude
said-
in
He's still
Washington?
pretty raw. Do what?
Who's the Washington guy?
Penix.
Penix.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's nice.
Yeah, I watched him play against Bo Nix the other night. That was a great game.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't been following college at all this year.
Penix is really good.
I followed Colorado for the first couple games, and
I think Penix will be second.
They've been
quarterback.
falling apart. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. We were talking about the Chiefs game. Okay.
Yeah,
I forgot.
we were.
What
Yeah.
What we're doing. Man, there's a whole bunch of fluff left to cut there. All right. Again, the offense finally we did try stupid shit and it looked good. Mahomes had a great 32-42 for 424 yards, 4 touchdowns.
It's a terrible defense.
defense. Great.
It's an absolutely awful defense.
I mean, they're not the worst defense in the league.
Are they second worst? Because they're pretty low, right?
I said it didn't look like they had any interest in playing man coverage against us.
No, they
'Cause we were just
finally.
wide open dudes in zones all day.
It took them 3 quarters to realize, oh, we should double cover Travis Kelce.
We should double traffic.
And then by the 4th quarter, they forgot that they were supposed to double cover Travis Kelce.
Well, I think they were trying to leave it to Derwin James, and he wasn't healthy enough to do it today.
No, and I mean, it's hard to ask.
MVS had that big play, man.
Yeah, big play
MVS
by
finally
MVS.
shot. He had a couple of good.
That's nice to see.
Rasheed Rice.
MVS did a real nice throw running to his left and threw back to his right.
Cut back to
Rasheed-
it. To get Mahomes.
Rasheed Rice making that toe tap tutty.
Yes, dude. Rasheed looked, man,
Yeah.
we have
He looked
found
really
something.
good today.
We have
5%.
found,
I've liked. He's a little smaller, but I do see a lot of AJ Brown in that dude.
yeah, and it's a good possession receiver.
Yeah,
so far.
that's why I like him over the middle. I like him in the red zone now.
We can bulk him up a little bit in the offseason.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. It looks like we may have hit on a wide receiver in the draft, like something. Not like we'll see just how good, but
The guy who
goddamn,
can
we need
play.
Yeah, he doesn't have superstar speed, but he's a hell of
If
a
you get
possession
open, I
receiver.
don't-
Yeah.
I don't care, man. Yeah. Not a great day on the ground, but we didn't need it.
No, but
Again,
like it when
Mahomes
it's there.
showing you why he's such a dynamic runner when he does run,
oh, with that 3rd and 15,
dude.
was it?
He doesn't.
That was pretty.
He doesn't always run.
Uh,
But when
the-
he does,
The best part about that run was they all the defensive backs lined up at the spot where we needed to get, and then I was
Yeah.
just like, just take off as soon as you take your drive back, just take off.
I was listening
And
to that play happened on the radio while I was on the way back from getting weed. And Mitch Holtis on the radio says they're dropping 7 deep in coverage. And I'm like, here comes Mahomes' run. Have they never played us before?
Right.
Yeah.
at
And
least-
sure enough, Maholtis starts going off. I'm like, of course.
every time, man.
Mahomes
they-
hit 10 receivers again today.
Good lord, dude.
Him and Kelsey's streak ended at 27 consecutive. The 28th one fell incomplete.
Yeah, it was the one that
Punched
you
out.
almost got, man.
Oh,
that
God.
would've
That would have been such a great catch.
Hell of a defensive play. It was a difficult play. It would have been a great top 10 catch.
You're talking about one on the sideline?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where he like had to stop, pivot
And he,
over
like,
the defender.
punched the ground.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't think the defender hit that. He just
Okay. I thought they said
thought
the
he
defender
did.
got
I
his-
thought they said
that
he
it looked like
out.
the defender got his hand in there.
But man, would have been good. Would have been a hell of a catch. Would have been great. But But yeah, offense looked fantastic. Again, the run game not so great. Only 68 yards on the run, and 29 of those were from Mahomes. But
Yeah.
when you have, over 400 through the air,
yeah,
whatever.
Pacheco didn't run well today.
No, they did all right running the ball.
Chargers have a good defensive line.
Until the last time.
That's true.
That's the big thing about the Chargers. We were able to hold them at bay, which is that's another impressive thing that we missed is the Chargers D line was like leading the league in sacks.
Yeah, and they only got
coming in
one
today. Yeah. And our O line protected the quarterback well. We did lose the rushing battle, but we'll trade that for keeping our quarterback upright in the pocket for 424 yards.
I think did our receiving? We had 424 yards receiving.
Yeah,
we might have beat their total with just our receiving.
Yeah, I mean, we were almost at 500 yards on the day.
Mm-hmm.
Real fucking close. So, Chargers. Yeah,
I just want to say the defense again, man. 5 sacks, 5 tackles for a loss, seven passes defended.
Yeah.
That's delicious. And 8 hits on the quarterback.
It's crazy.
We were also penalized more often than the Chargers were in this game.
Yeah, probably by quite a bit too. I'm not looking at it, but
It was same yardage, but we had 2 more penalties.
okay. They did
that were
have that
accepted.
big DPI in the
Yeah.
end zone.
True.
Was the Blake Bell fumble legit or no?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But you know which one probably was that didn't get turned was the Pacheco one. If they had a good camera angle on that,
Yeah.
I don't know if that one may have actually been a fumble. They just didn't have a view of it to actually see it. But
It was, yeah.
That one may have been.
I think that's it. Like there wasn't enough there to overturn it.
There wasn't. There was
Because
not
you
enough
saw
there to
it,
overturn
when
it.
he
But
saw
I
it
think if
kinda
they
moving, he had it pressed up against his belly. So I mean, is that not possession?
Yeah.
I think if if there was actually a camera on that ball the whole time, you may have seen that thing move before his ass hit the ground.
So the Blake Bell one, if it was in the end zone, would you have called it a touchdown?
I know that one's
That's the thing. Like you're sitting there and you're like, that's the flip of it. We're happy if we get called that for a touchdown.
right.
Not happy seeing it
No,
be a fumble.
because they called it a fumble.
Yeah, they did.
Right.
It
I
could
know.
not have, if that was in the end zone, it could not have been a fumble because it was a cap first.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's the flip side of it,
But that's what I'm asking. Like when you see that play, would it have been a touchdown if it had happened in the end zone?
No, I don't know. It didn't seem like he ever really had control of it.
Yeah, they're saying what he made a football
so long.
It did feel like he had it for a while.
Felt like he had it for a while, but never really full control over it. So I don't know. But
did he have it longer than what's his face in the Super Bowl? And when Nick Bolton knocked it loose and they called it incomplete.
Oh yeah, I don't know. No, yeah, he did. I think he had it for longer than that. Yeah, he did. He definitely had it longer. But he was, never really had control. Anyways, doesn't matter. At that point in the game, though, was that point where I was like, "Here we fucking go."
Yeah,
like,
Sam.
Of course, dude. Every fucking time with the goddamn Chargers, every fucking game with the Chargers, we can't just put them the fuck away. No, they always stay close. And we do shit like that where it's like, oh, we have a chance to go up 2 scores in the second half, and what do you know? Fucking fumble it. Like shit happens every goddamn time. And then I thought it was about to happen again with Pacheco, and I just fucking almost
since 10-10, like from 10-10 on, we were ahead the whole time, right?
Yeah.
No, they tied it back up at 17.
17, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it was us three, then they scored 3. We went up to 10, they went up to 10. We went up to 17, they went up to 17.
And then we got
Fucking
Travis
annoying.
Kelce had the pretty much the game winning touchdown
Yeah.
because it
Yeah,
put
the
us
last
up.
points that we needed to get anyways.
So
Yeah, like I said earlier, I never really felt in danger today. I don't
yeah,
like last week against the Broncos. I'm like my butthole tightened right up, but
really not no against the Broncos. It never seemed in doubt. This week it seemed in doubt at points.
where I got worried was the fact that the Chargers didn't have the lead going into the fourth quarter and they were within striking distance. That's when I got a little worried because I was like, well, they don't have the opportunity to blow a lead. Maybe those are the ones they typically win, right? Where they don't have a lead to blow.
And they don't have something to screw up.
Yeah,
Nah, they'll always find a way to screw it up.
yeah, I just didn't see any scenario with this game. Like even if they had tied it up,
yeah. I got a little worried when Nick Bolton went down.
That God, please be good. I just be back for the Miami game.
Drew Tranquil's so good. It's not.
Drew Tranquil immediately made an impact coming in for him.
He did. He did. I think Drew Tranquil was waiting to get in against the Chargers.
Yeah, he got there. He's like, miss me?
Yeah, the debut of
beautiful.
Hugh looked great.
Yeah, absolutely filled a need. Willie Gay played really good today.
Yeah, he did.
Had a couple balls batted down, had a sack.
Yeah.
Almost had a fucking pick.
Willie did great.
Willie's gonna need to continue that if with Bolton being out for another extended stay. But I think that him missing these games also makes Willie a better player.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
He's one of my favorite players to watch as well, just because on the sidelines, like he's always over there, like he's the biggest cheerleader for the offense.
Yeah, he's a good locker room guy.
Yeah, and so that's why you'll hear me a lot talk about how I think we have to keep Willie Gay. It's a lot of that. I think that sort of shit we saw having Hardman back in, how happy all of the teammates were for him on that punt return. There was not a single person that wasn't waiting to congratulate him. We saw it in videos of his first practice back, players running over to give him hugs. I mean, he looks like he's happy again, and I'm happy to have him back.
That's where he's been his whole career, man.
Exactly, man. So many friends.
So yeah, welcome back, Hardman. Thanks for coming in, making an immediate impact.
Yeah, being a pro about it. He put some stuff out on Twitter, but he never badmouthed the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, shit happens. They paid him a bunch of money.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he'd be that mad. Paying a bunch of money for him to do really nothing. So
yeah.
Good job, guy.
And
you got to come back to your team.
In his defense, Aaron Rodgers' injury is why he did nothing. The Jets were not. They weren't they're not creative right now. They're not like, okay, we're going to do this creative shit on the offense. They're like, we're going to make it as simple as possible for Zach Wilson to succeed.
Fair.
And we're going to be a running football team. So that McCole Hardman, with Aaron Rodgers, McCole Hardman probably has a decent year. Similar to what we've seen out of his past production with the Chiefs. I'm not going to say he would have been you're looking at him like a fucking number 1 type of dude. He probably would have.
But that's not what he is.
Yeah, he would have been similar to what we're used to seeing, high end at max 500 yards total. So,
but I would say this is maybe our most complete game since the Bears game.
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as like the defense and the offense both doing really well.
Yeah,
doing what we need them to do.
And special teams.
Like you had real players on the field on this team, unlike the Bears. I mean, on the other side of the field.
Sure do.
Yeah, at every level, the Chargers have at least a dude.
Those two, anyways. Okay. Anything else we want to do with this game, or should we?
We can move on.
Yeah.
Move on to P's Eagles.
It
wasn't pretty at all times.
No.
But they won by the same score the Chiefs did. 31-17.
31-17. So you can't be
over a very good Dolphins team. The Dolphins haven't. Dolphins haven't played the toughest schedule, but I think they're a good football team.
They're definitely a good football team.
So I'm happy about shutting down that offense and holding them to 17.
You held Tyreek Hill to under 100 yards.
That's an accomplishment. I think a lot of that was also due to Jalen Waddle missing a good portion of that game with a back injury. It was good to see him return to the game to show that it wasn't serious.
Ben, but you held him. I mean,
Yeah.
you still let him do his whole, just a streak for a touchdown there at the end, and you're like,
Yeah.
who's? But
Yeah, you just didn't let it get out of control.
Yeah,
didn't let it
our safeties did not come close to the line of scrimmage in this game. Because
why
Eagles
would
are one of the few teams that I think are built to be able to still bring pressure at the Dolphins while not having to bring safeties up in there. Their D line's that powerful.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter injured Isaiah Wynn in this game and he didn't do anything dirty. He just shoved him down with a force. And then Wynn got stepped on by his own teammate after he got shoved to the ground.
Sucks.
But dude, that play he might not have been as injured as he looked. He might have just been like, dude, don't put me up against him.
Can't do this anymore.
That dude just fucking
But
put me on my ass like in 2 seconds.
Your secondary didn't get as exposed as everybody thought, but because you guys have a great line,
We have a great line and we have 2 really good cornerbacks. We're
Slay.
without
Yeah,
Slay
Slay.
with big play Slay. Bradbury's a good player. I like Bradbury. I like him as that side where he's covering more of a Waddle than a Tyreek, but he did well on Tyreek today, actually.
Yeah, I would say today might be your best defensive performance of the year.
Yeah. I think and it still could have been better if Blankenship could have played, but he
to hold the
out with those
Dolphins
ribs.
to 17.
Yeah, fantastic day. That we made them one-dimensional, and that's what a lot of teams haven't been able to do. Is they let them run the ball all over them and throw the ball all over them.
Right.
I'm not having a Chan.
Oh yeah, not having Achan definitely helped, but I mean, Mostert in the first half had -8 rushing yards.
That's awesome.
Second half, he came through and did some work, but yeah, that first half he got nothing going. But once they were able to get him to the edge, he was able to produce. But Hassan Reddick,
good statement win for the Eagles.
Yeah, Hassan Reddick had a fucking monster of a day. I don't think it was any sacks or anything, but he made a couple huge tackles for loss in that game. He does not fall for the play fakes and any of that shit. He's just coming.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice to see Nolan Smith got involved today and got a sack. So him, Jalen Carter, you saw Jordan Davis, all these Georgia boys, Nakobe Dean's playing well. Are one of our only linebackers that is.
Man, this was another one that felt kind of exactly like the Chiefs game too, and
it really did.
I never really felt like the Dolphins were going to win this.
Yeah, they finally got it tied up at 17, and the Eagles just were like, okay, we'll go score a couple more touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, there was just no consistency to the Dolphins' offense tonight.
No, and this was probably the best case scenario for the Eagles today because it was similar to that Jets game. Like I had some worries there going it because it was like we had a 14-point lead, blew the 14-point lead, then it was tied up in the third quarter, and I was just sitting here and I was like, dude, this could all go awry right now again. Because at that point we had been quarter and a half without getting in the end zone, it felt like. But then all of a sudden they flipped a switch and were able to get it going again.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
Yeah, it felt good. It felt good. The Kelly Greens by Nike, though, like
look weird. They looked a little brighter than
I
didn't.
I was talking earlier. They didn't have a shine on the helmet. The helmet wasn't. It was like a flat color, like it wasn't as shiny.
But they don't.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, give it that shine, and I think it would have saved the whole look. I think the helmets really threw it off.
Okay, maybe. I don't know.
Are the helmets done by Nike?
I think so.
I don't like the gray face mask on it.
Yeah.
I don't like the gray pants with it.
The gray pants I didn't mind. I would have preferred a white.
Yeah.
The white with the stripes down the side.
Yeah, why aren't we doing that?
Yeah. Reebok did it better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought Riddell.
But this
Riddell
isn't even the first time this year they've worn the Kelly Greens, right? They did
This is
earlier.
this was the debut of the Kelly Greens this
Was
year.
it?
Yeah.
Well, did they do it last year then?
No, this is the debut. We have
Who's
another. I
Kershaw?
think one more game with them. One or two more.
Thought I had seen the Kelly Greens already, and they didn't look so bad.
They've shown like the
Or
stills
maybe
of it.
just showed a picture. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe that was it.
But yeah, I thought they would look better. Seeing them in action, the helmets, it's like Sneaky said, they were
Throw the
close,
white
but no.
on there.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
they were
Yeah,
close, but not
the
close.
helmets aren't done by Nike.
Fucking 80s feel. From
Yeah.
I want to see the Kelly Greens against Tampa's
Dream
Orange
Sickles.
Sickles.
That's
Yeah.
what they should have done. That would have been great.
Been great.
But that was an away game for the Eagles, so they didn't want to debut them there, you know. I want to say, right?
Yeah, everybody wants to save their special jerseys for home.
For home, I get it, but come on, man. Yeah, put us back in the 80s.
Wish we could get a cool new uniform.
You want to see our you want to see our Texas or our Texans helmet again?
That was
Oh,
stupid.
God.
That was terrible whenever we did
I
it.
want a jersey, not just a helmet.
It's the same thing, man. You don't have a throwback jersey because it's the same fucking
No,
jersey.
I know we don't need a throw.
But you
I
saw
mean,
how,
like,
but
a
you get
cool
like,
jersey.
but think
Third
about it,
jersey.
like, dude, look
A
at the
third
Colts.
jersey.
The Colts today were rocking that black fucking
Oh,
helmet.
that
That was
black and blue?
sick. That was sick.
It wasn't bad. It looked like
The jerseys themselves were terrible the way they had the striping on it, but the helmet I liked.
No, hated that.
it looked like a college team. I thought I was watching a college team.
Yeah, but I'm like,
it's just because college has a little more fun with their uniforms, and I don't mind them having.
but you see, like the Colts have never had like a secondary helmet like that, and I'm like, dude, now that we can, let's fucking just Chiefs, just do a
But
fucking cool helmet. Just like
Yeah,
throw
but
it
let's
a
be honest,
dozen here.
Horse on the helmet, then like do something.
Let's
Do
be
a
honest,
horse
the
or just do a
Colts-
different color. Do like a fucking.
Black
Man,
instead of
The
fucking.
Colts' normal uniform kind of sucks. Anyways, like it's
Yeah.
pretty boring. The Colts have a very
They're another one that's never changed.
boring ass uniform. So
Yeah,
like,
I
I
agree.
don't know. I didn't mind them spicing it up, although it did.
It used to be so frustrating on Madden. I play the Colts all the time in franchise mode, and like they only have 2 jerseys.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It's
Detroit next week, I think, wears their new ones, their new silly helmets. Those
well,
ugly things.
hopefully they'll look better in action than they did in stills.
Because I think you have to practice in them 2 weeks before you wear them, and they were practicing last week. So
Weird.
And then the goddamn who was that looked like Ohio State? Oh, the Cardinals.
Yeah, I don't like their
They
new
were
ones.
Ohio State gear today.
Them and the Falcons have like the same like fucking alternate uniforms, and I hate it.
What? I like the Falcons.
I like the
red-
Falcons red helmet, but I don't like their red jerseys that
I don't
much.
mind.
I like their
You've
blacks.
got to get rid of that ATL thing in the front.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I don't like the font is really weird. It's
Yeah.
just like looks like a fucking digital clock or something.
It does.
move on to some upsets.
Dude, this was a fucking crazy day. Like noon was a great slate of football.
It was pretty fun.
When I was looking at it last night, I was like, Jesus, this is terrible.
I mean,
Yeah.
the real upset was the Patriots over the Bills. That was
Loved
great.
it. Loved it, dude.
Mac Jones actually looked like an NFL quarterback.
Mac Jones looked good.
First time in his career.
Patriots offense had some creativity to it.
Yeah, like
Jalen Rieger caught a pass that went for a first down, I believe. I haven't seen that
Yeah.
since he's been in the NFL.
That is Jalen Rieger.
Jalen
Has
Rieger
he
got
done-
called up for the practice squad today.
Has he done that
To
in
play
his
for him.
NFL career?
Wow. I saw
I
the
don't
name
think he's-
Rieger and I was like, no, that couldn't be him.
Yeah, it was Jalen. They had two
Must-
different. They had
must be
two
someone else.
receivers that they called up off the practice squad that actually added some juice to this offense. Dude, I was like,
What if Jalen Rieger just all of a sudden turns it on?
"Dude, good for him. Good for him, man." I
I
mean,
mean, hey, yeah.
he's.
no hate.
I think that he needed to have a change of scenery because he was in Philadelphia. He was always going to be not Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like and then the next place he goes is Minnesota. Are you fucking kidding?
What are you trying?
That
to
was
kill me?
almost cruel. That was cruel that we did that. I thought we sent him to Minnesota. I'm like, dude, how fucking disrespectful could we be? No
not-
other team was willing to give us the same deal.
Sending someone to hell, like
Yeah.
witness your.
This is what you could have been. You should have been. No, you should have just, Howie, you should have just chosen correctly. You failed us twice in a row. Yeah, it's awesome having Devonta Smith and AJ Brown, but we could have had DK Metcalf and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, yeah, a little better.
What's that?
Kansas City passed on DK as well.
Oh, it made me feel better to know that every team passed on DK.
But everybody passed on DK.
And a lot of them passed on him twice. So.
Yeah, but we actually drafted another receiver over it.
So did we. JJ.
That's what I'm saying. We did, yeah.
Because we took Hardman over him.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Bills Patriots game.
Yeah, the Bills Patriots.
I thought for sure that Mac Jones was gonna fuck this game up when the Bills had the Bills had a chance to come back, right? At the end there. Like Patriots finally go up 2 scores, and I'm like, all right, maybe you guys can do this. And then immediately the Bills go down and score, they score, and then I'm like, oh, Mac Jones is going to turn the ball over.
And he did not turn the ball over.
He didn't turn
He did not turn it over.
He did not.
Kendrick Bourne did.
Kendrick Bourne did fumble the ball and turn it over, and then the Bills immediately went and tied the game up.
Yeah, took the lead, but took out a 3-point lead.
Took the lead.
And got the 2-point conversion.
The whole time I thought that Mac Jones turnover was still on the table.
I thought so
I did too. I absolutely did not doubt you, Sam, on that, by the way.
Oh, the Patriots are just going to drive down the field in the last couple of minutes with Mac Jones and score a touchdown.
The fucking Bills? Are you serious?
Are you serious? Not going to happen. And then they did.
They did it. They fucking did it.
Mac Jones made some throws that I was like, wait, he led that was tightish coverage, and he led his receiver. And he was under a little bit of pressure. What is this? Isn't the Mac Jones I know.
That offense looked like an NFL offense today. I was like, that was good day. Good game.
Well, and the Patriots left them 12 seconds on the clock. That's plenty of time to score.
Stop. They needed a TD. They didn't need a field goal.
Diggs had Diggs came up with that catch, it would have been a great catch. It was a high level to,
and
it would have set them up at it would have set him up at the 30-something yard line you have more than Hail Mary at your option with Josh Allen's arm. You can run deep post. Yeah, you're going to be in that. It's pretty much a Hail Mary, but there are other options that you can run from.
Diggs had some bad drops in that game.
He did. Diggs did not have a particularly great day. That's across the league. Top receivers did not have a great day.
Yeah, I guess if you don't consider Travis Kelce a receiver.
Yeah, he's a tight end.
Hey, tight end day too. Dude, you mentioned
exactly National Tight End Day, and tight ends balled out.
Tight ends including this game where I guess Gesicki didn't ball out, but he made the game
winner on it.
Touchdown.
Dallas Goedert in Philadelphia's game had a good day.
Balled out. Mark Andrews in Baltimore balled the hell out. Went off today. So
make it a national holiday
for tight end day.
Tight end day. Peyton wants to get
back to the Pats game, by the way.
My bad.
Yeah.
No. You're good. I just wanted to mention this before it leaves my brain. But Bill Belichick got his 300th win today.
So. Yeah, congratulations, Billy.
Congrats,
Billy B.
And resigned.
Well, they said that happened in the off season.
Oh, okay.
But it's just they still don't know the details or the length or anything, but they said it happened at some point in the off season. It's just now today it got out.
That what? I
missed. Good day for it to get out.
Bill Belichick got extended.
Yeah, it's at some point. Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome news. I love that.
Yeah.
Until the dude decides to leave, they will let him stick around as long as he wants. Fine, whatever.
Yeah, we were over here thinking I was over here thinking he was on a hot seat. And they're just over here like, you already re-signed the motherfucker.
We already extended him. What are you talking about? No, we're purposely tanking so we can get a better quarterback.
Yeah, but Mac Jones today, Mac Jones is like, the fuck you are.
Right?
He's like, I'll kick if you get a new quarterback, I'll kick him in the nuts.
I mean, Mac, you got to do it more than one game, but hey, it's a good start.
He tried.
Mac would kick him in the nuts.
Mac Jones ought to be a fucking Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah, he should, dude.
Just like a Johnny Cage
Yeah. He
Yeah.
has to slide with his cleats up.
sliding nut.
But that
got
wasn't
it.
even the only upset today. There was some. I know that
The other two are upset-ish.
Yeah.
Because they weren't good teams necessarily.
with how bad the Giants had looked, I was shocked and upset that they won this game.
Yeah, did not
'Cause I'm
expect
like-
the Giants to come away with a win.
I'm like, listen,
and
you're
certainly-
all losing to teams you should be winning against.
You know? And then yeah, I certainly did not expect the Bears to beat the Raiders, even though both of them had a backup QB.
Yeah.
I thought the Bears with a backup QB would just not do anything.
Yeah.
I thought like 3 points was their ceiling. Turns out I was very wrong.
Well, because most of the time, 10 points is their ceiling with Justin Fields. So,
Dude,
so
you looked, yeah, I know. It doesn't say a lot for Justin Fields when your team was better with the backup in, my guy.
the backup just kind of played within the confines of the offense. But another dude who does that and it works well for him, Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
And the dude he outlasted was a dude from the same draft class as Justin Fields.
Justin, yeah. Okay. But yeah, who is it?
Okay.
Baggin?
Baggin?
Baggin? Jason
Yeah.
Baggin? Yeah. But hey, you went
Play
you
well
only
next
threw
week. You'll
100 only threw 162 yards, but 21 of 29
Yeah.
with a TD. Not
Oh
bad.
yeah, I need 3 good games before I'm gonna learn your shitty name.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, if you give it to me next week, I'm gonna respect you enough to learn your first name, so I don't have to try to pronounce this last name.
Right now, I'm pretty sure your name is Bag End. That's as close as I'm gonna get.
yeah, it's yeah. Until
Baggin,
you actually
Lord of the Shy.
do well consistently, I'm not going to learn your name. I'm so sorry, my guy. But
The
the
Raiders-
the Bears ran it down their throat too. So
The Raiders did play 2 quarterbacks today. Aiden O'Connell and Brian Hoyer both played fairly poorly today.
and they both didn't.
Hey, the
do
Bears
that well.
played too.
It said Nathan
I guess
Peterman, but it
O'Connell
didn't
did
show
well.
any stats for Nathan.
He handed
Peterman.
the ball
he got a
off.
sack.
Okay.
Well, he got
take a
sacked,
sack.
and I think
Okay.
he handed the ball off.
I'm guessing Baggett had to come off the field to get examined for an injury.
No, that was probably in the fourth quarter when they were just beating the crap out of him. So
Yeah, I think he came in to hand off the ball.
yeah,
It's gonna be so sad if the Raiders and Broncos both get a good quarterback in the draft.
But then we'll just have to watch both of those franchises ruin a good quarterback.
quarterback. Yeah,
talent.
that's what's really sad.
mean-
is that you're going to see a good quarterback get ruined.
Listen, I know that they've done it before, but I've never seen. I have in my life, I haven't seen the Broncos draft and develop a quarterback, or the Raiders. Derek Carr was
Yeah.
close for the Raiders.
I mean, okay, I would be a little maybe the Broncos could figure it out because they're not like just a trash organization. They've made some very bad decisions since the Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong, but Raiders are just a poor organization from the top down.
Yeah, and that are not getting any better.
No, until they get a new owner, I don't think the Raiders are going to get.
Hey, I'll just say,
Tom
Mark
Brady's-
Davis builds winners. Okay, he is the owner of the Las Vegas Aces, the WNBA team that has won back-to-back WNBA titles.
Is he the owner of them now?
He is.
I did
He's
not
the
know
owner
that.
of the Aces.
Well,
I
it was
did
a
not
good-
know that
On
until.
court dancing with them with their championship.
Yeah, I was like, I did not know that until he did his on-court dancing with.
It was a good
Yeah.
weekend for him in one way, I guess.
Coolest Mark Davis has ever looked.
There was a great SNL joke though this week with their weekend update because they were playing. Okay, the Aces beat the New York Liberty, right?
Yeah.
So weekend update, they're like, all right, and the Liberty won the WNBA championship, and the crowd was like, "What are we doing?" And they're just like, no, they lost. You guys didn't watch any of that, did you?
Oh,
I know it was. Dude, like,
Yeah,
it was savage.
I knew exactly what he did when he said it too, because I've seen.
Like,
wow, that's fucking mean.
and yeah, it was, but it like
Yeah, I mean, it's not wrong.
Drove the point. Drove the point. Oh man, made his
Yeah.
point really well.
Yeah.
Just like you fuckers didn't watch any of that. Dude.
None of it.
Single
Yeah.
attention.
So yeah, at least Mark Davis is something to be proud of. It's not his football team though.
That's what to be proud of right there, boys.
That's right.
There you go, Mark Davis. Good. Anyways, what was the other? The Commies and Giants, right? Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
The Commies just like had so many chances to win that game too.
Yeah,
They
did you
kept
guys
getting
watch
in the
that?
red zone. I
Did you
kept
watch it?
expecting them to score a touchdown, and they just didn't.
No. Did you watch that Jonathan Allen thing I sent you guys from Twitter?
No, what?
Oh, dude, I sent you his interview after the game.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
on
watched it.
Twitter, bro. He was
Sounds like
I don't know
heated.
if I got that one.
Yeah, he wants out of there so bad. He wants
Well.
out so bad. Like, I'm tired of this fucking shit. He's like, they're like, what do you need to do? He goes, we need to get out here and do whatever the fuck we need to do to win some fucking games.
Damn, really?
Dude,
he's taking after his coach with with interviews now, huh?
It sounded like he did it just.
He was not happy.
The Ravens beat the shit out of the Lions.
Oh my god, what do we?
Hey, but you know what? This is okay. You remember last year? Last year, the Lions had that loss to the Patriots where they got their asses beat. This is like that game for them this year, but at least this year, they scored.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess. Jesus Christ, dude.
Jeez, they got that ass beat.
And at least, like, I don't know, it was against a good team this year,
Yeah.
Right.
right? I don't know, man. Last week, we're sitting here going, "Are the Lions for real, man? Like,
Are they a
we
Super Bowl
thinking Super Bowl
contender?
contender?"
Is Jared Goff going to win MVP?
Yeah, and then they go and get beat by 32 the next week. It was like, okay, or not. Or not.
Odell Beckham Jr. had a season high 49 receiving yards today. Zay Flowers had 75. I mean, Mark Andrews with the 2 tutties on tight end day.
Dude, look good too.
Nelson Aguilar scored a touchdown today. Congrats to Nelson. You're still playing in the NFL.
Dude, Lamar tore up a secondary. Like, he didn't do this with his legs.
Yeah, Lamar, I mean, he had 357
passing it. Yes.
Yeah,
dude,
passing.
He did not. He only had 38.6 on the ground. Like, he did not do this with his legs. He tore him up through the air.
No, he did absolutely good. Really good. Played good football. The team as a whole ran the ball well at 146 on the day. Average 5.4. That's a good rushing day as a team. But 2 touchdowns on the ground. 1 for Lamar, so he did account for 4 touchdowns today. Yeah, dude.
At the end of the season, Baltimore fans are going to be asking, what if Lamar had real receivers?
Yeah, and here's the thing that I think is promising for him. Zay Flowers
is looking good.
And I think Rashad Bateman has shown potential as a second or third option. Those are both drafted guys. They drafted both of those guys, and you want those guys to be your.
Yeah, if he looks good, like, saying, what if he had real wide receivers? Well, what if? What if? Like,
maybe he might be a year or two. You might be a year or two away. I mean, if the best hope is that Bateman can finish the season healthy, because he hasn't had a full season of work yet, I don't think, across 3 years.
I don't know how many more years Lamar has at this. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if him and Jalen Hurts are going to trail down the way of Cam Newton, where eventually, like, I mean, I know Cam's was with injuries, but he's also got injured because he was constantly running the ball. Like, you're
one thing I think that you could see, sorry to go back to it, but during the Eagles game is you'll notice Jalen is very quick to just go down now. This season, he's in protection mode, self-protect. Like, he goes down.
Jalen running wild all over the field.
Yeah, whenever he had a couple of good runs today, but there was a couple designed runs where on quarterback keeps where if the read wasn't there and he kept it, he would just slide down for a 2-yard loss and be like, fuck it, I'll take the sack. Yeah. Or take the loss here instead of taking a hit on
Josh Allen's slowed that down a lot too this year.
And I don't disagree with his thought process. I mean, you just, especially the Eagles are going to be happy. They probably told him to do this. I mean, we signed you to a big contract. We want you to play. And I'm sure
Got to, man. If you
wants to also.
You want to extend your career, you know?
Yeah.
You want to not like, you know, not be like Cam Newton where you know you were so good and then once you lost a step, once you got that injury, you fell right off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it without taking the hits.
Yeah, and I think
sometimes, sometimes, man, you run that much, you're gonna get hit though. Like,
I mean, do you know which quarterback leads the league in rushing? Patrick Mahomes.
I was gonna say probably Pat Mahomes.
No way.
Have you seen him take a single shot this year?
Well, that's because he's smart about it. Like, we know Pat's smart about it. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
That'll be fine. Pat is smart about when he runs.
Yeah, I've
He's
liked
the most efficient running quarterback.
He's very efficient with it. He picks and chooses the right moments, and he gets. It's weird how they let it.
15-20 yard chunks.
It's weird how that happens. Like how he gets those big chunks and like.
Yeah.
People,
and it's weird.
I think defensive coordinators he just doesn't do it as a first option ever.
No.
So
they don't
eventually just like rush 4 and drop 7 in coverage. And Pat's like, ha ha, watch this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It does seem like his
against the Chargers today.
His deep ball is maybe a little off. You know, I know today he couldn't quite get that one to McCole. That his interception that he had.
There's something going on with his arm strength. Like he just cannot.
He got that on that one there. He got that he wasn't able to follow through because Khalil Mack hit him. So
yeah,
that interception.
He was still
I'm not
able
worried. He had a good throw on it.
I've seen him make those throws even with guys in his face.
I get that, but I mean, like guys, like he spoiled us. He has spoiled us. I know, but I'm just saying on that throw in particular, there's reasons why. I mean, it's your first deep shot to Mecole Hardman, and since last year.
This year.
Yeah, but I mean, you still you still have to work out and get timing. I'm not
actually worried about Mahomes on a day where he went for 400 plus and 4 TDs.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Though. Yeah,
you know, hope every week we've been like, his deep ball looked a little off there.
Yeah. And his touch on some of the throws have been off a little.
Today it was fine.
Yeah, today today. That was as a whole. He's like against the Vikings.
To that TD to Rice in the back of the end zone.
Beautiful. His timing was on. It was a good day.
Just perfect, man. You know, we still see him escape crazy scenarios, you know, fucking run around and find a guy.
Yeah.
So I'm not actually worried about him, but maybe just like work on the deep ball a little. I think just because teams have been taking the deep ball away so much, like he hasn't really been, you know, last year it wasn't an option really.
Yeah.
Almost ever.
This was one of those weird days where they gave him the deep ball a lot.
They did. They kind of were like, you can
They brought that free safety up a ton, especially in the second half. The second half, they were just like, we are going to double Travis Kelce with our free safety.
I've seen a lot of writers speculate this year, and I'm inclined to agree that I think there's probably a secret injury that we don't know about.
There is possibly.
I don't know.
With who?
With Mahomes.
Oh,
I don't know.
I think it's something in his shoulder or elbow.
Yeah, hopefully not the elbow. You hope,
or the shoulder. Hopefully neither on the. Hopefully nothing on his throwing arm. It doesn't seem that bad. He's still like rocking and balls out. I don't know. Can't be that terrible.
Yeah, it's just so there's a noticeable drop in the velocity on his balls this year.
Is there? Okay. Don't tell that to Tony. You know, fucking dropping some of that shit. Anyways,
don't tell that to
shit over week 1. And
but yeah, guys, I think we did it.
I think I'm good.
Yeah.
We have any big takeaways after week 7? I don't know.
Yeah, I've had that on there for a few weeks.
The Chiefs' offense is, you know, kind of boring. It hasn't been great this year, except Patrick Mahomes is tied for first in TDs. He's second in passing yards, second in
He's gonna have all the stats.
Yards per attempt, first in completions.
What do
Yeah.
you know? He's really
Yeah.
fucking good. Yeah.
He's a
And-
very good at quarterbacking. It's crazy.
And the Chiefs
Yeah.
Yeah, Chiefs are 6-1. You look at this.
the best team in the AFC.
I think what we're learning, what I've learned through 7 weeks is that like the good teams are still the good teams. And,
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what to make of some of these teams, but I don't think they're going to be the teams that are in the Super Bowl, like the Browns, you know,
Yeah.
maybe the Lions, but probably not really.
No. A little early for them, I think.
We'll see what the 49ers do tomorrow, but
Right now, who do you see against us in the AFC Championship?
Deep down, I still see it being the Bengals. Until I see something otherwise.
Kind of do too.
What's that?
I kind of do too.
I think that they picked the perfect time to start winning.
To be bad, yeah.
To start winning because they got those 2 wins right before their bye week. And then they get to go into the bye week, come out of their bye. I think that they're going to be a different football team, healthier. That's worrisome.
They've got a tough schedule coming up.
Yeah, but that's going to harden them. And I think that they're a good enough football team to beat teams that look better than them.
Their division is that division's insane.
It is.
I want to be in the AFC North.
I don't want to be there or the AFC East either. I mean, saw it today. Last 2 weeks, Bills have looked like the worst team in that division somehow.
You know, like they just lost to the worst team in their division.
That's what I'm saying. And the week before, they only were able to muster 14 points against. Well, I guess the Giants held the Commanders to 7 today, right?
Yeah, but man, when you look at the Bengals, are still in last place.
Yeah, but they're not far out of it. I trust.
I mean, they're a couple games behind the Ravens, but I
Yeah.
guess like 2.5 technically.
Listen, I still worry the Ravens. We see them kind of beat up on teams like that they should, but they also have a couple losses like the Bills have.
Yeah.
Some
And
of
then the
their
Ravens
losses
get
aren't.
hurt.
Their losses aren't particularly pretty.
And they're never consistent offensively. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if next week they came out and scored like
3.
14, 17 points.
Yeah.
You know.
So.
And then the Steelers have a great defense, but I think the second they play a really good offense, you know.
Yeah, I mean, today
thought
Najee Harris played well for him, but
I thought the Rams were going to do a little more to him today, but I think when they finally hit a team,
still going to end up in 4th place in this division.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to be. I mean, they're going to be a good 4th.
Yeah, I still think
4
it's a 7-8 win team.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Coughlin has never finished below 500, and I don't think he's going to do it this year either. Or Coughlin, Tomlin.
Billy, dude.
Has never finished Coughlin. Giants. But you know, sorry, I don't think this is the year Tomlin's gonna go sub 500.
No, I think they're a better football team than last year. So
yeah, if they can, their offense did all right today, ish, right?
yeah, they had a good balance for most of it, but yeah, like I said, I think we did it, boys.
Yep.
So we officially did it now that we got that in there. So as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Come back next week. What was that?
We'll see you next week.
That's right. See you next week. We'll be back.